Hello, I'm Carolyn Bendall. I'm Head of Marketing for ANZ Australia and leader of their Marketing Centre of Expertise.
Are you familiar with artificial intelligence? If so, how may it be affecting your business?
Yes, I am familiar with artificial intelligence, and we actually spend quite a bit of time when we're looking towards future trends and how it's going to impact our business and indeed the area of marketing, and media, which is where I work in, to try and anticipate how artificial intelligence may start to come to be. So some of the examples of how we're starting to explore artificial intelligence would be in the area of customer servicing and how we can start to use things like chatbots to replace traditional channels like people calling through our contact centre or in fact going into a branch. And in the area of marketing, looking at an even longer horizon, we're starting to think about the fact that the time may come that as personal assistants become actually computers and run by artificial intelligence, we may need to start to be, in effect, marketing to robots or to bots as opposed to people, because so many purchasing decisions will actually be influenced, potentially, by a artificially intelligence-driven robot.
Do you feel that the introduction of artificial intelligence technology has threatened your own occupation or that of your employees?
I think the broad answer to that is artificial intelligence will definitely impact, I think, many roles and that of my employees. Threaten is potentially one way you could explore it. I think as much as it is potentially threats, it also provides opportunities, and my belief is it will change many roles, and particularly roles such as marketers, which is the area I work in, who are essentially knowledge workers. Now, that is naturally going to change if you've got artificial intelligence supporting a lot of work that potentially human beings used to do. So things like research and analysis can be done more and more in the future by artificial intelligence. So I do think our roles will be changed. So to some extent threatened, but it's actually more about, well, what is then the insight and the value add and the different dimension that we're still going to be reliant on human beings to provide.
How do you see AI in the future benefiting or damaging the values of your company?
I see AI in the future. I choose to be optimistic about it, and I think if it is intelligently and carefully developed and applied, I think it can absolutely benefit the values of a company, and a company like I work for, which is in the financial services industry. But it all comes down to, at the end of the day, it will come down to it's what we put in, and it's the coding and the perspectives that we're actually building into any artificial intelligence machines. But if we're clear on a company's purpose and a company's values, and things like ethics and integrity obviously have to play a key role in that, it can ensure that we actually deliver a more consistent service, get facts correct more than there's always room for error, human error. Potentially there can be a more consistent, more accuracy, faster service, more convenient provision of information than what we have today, which is largely delivered by human beings.
What is your company doing, if anything, to assist employees displaced by automation?
My company, again, a large, one of Australia's largest companies working in the financial services industry, is actually doing a lot to try and understand the changing nature of our workforce and ensuring that we are developing people to be fit for newer ways of working. It's actually been a main focus that we've had over the last few years. And that is from taking people from what has been probably more traditional professions and broadening out their skill sets so they can be working in different ways and across a broader area, levels of areas. The other way that I have seen a very large trend is naturally because of the role of technology and artificial intelligence, we need everybody to be far more data savvy and able to work with technology and particularly data. So there's been a lot of training and development to ensure that we can grow those skill sets in our staff.
Do you feel that artificial intelligence lead to a breach of privacy in your company?
Privacy in my company, in the financial services industry, is increasingly, as it is in many other companies, but increasingly becoming an area of focus. We are very aware that privacy is something that consumers are concerned about, and even more so as they begin to understand how their information and data can be utilised through technology and data and analytics. So I think if it's not managed carefully, it absolutely poses a threat, and indeed, the chances of breaching somebody's privacy. So it is another part of the business. We talked earlier about where there are new opportunities for people. Privacy is one area that we are now increasingly creating more roles and having more people focused on ensuring we get it right for our customers. It will be a more and more regulated area. Privacy is a big one.